This is the 8.1 guided practice with Mr. V. I'm going to be doing the evens. Now, the funny thing about this meme is that probably none of you know who it is or what movie it's from. If you can tell me what movie it's from, I owe you a piece of candy. All right, so start with number 2. Line of reflection over -2. So remember, since x equals -2, I go to 2 to the left, and my line's going to be here, and then my line's also going to be down all the way. So that's my line of reflection, okay? So now I know D is 1 over, so I'm going to go over my line of reflection 1. Okay? And that's going to become D prime. Then G is just 1 over, so I'm going to go again over here, because I'm flipping it over 1. That's going to become G prime. Then H looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So I go from my line of reflection, and I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my line of reflection is going to be H prime right here. And then all I need to do is connect my dots. So I have a dot here, dot there, and dot there. And everything is plotted with prime markers, and we're good to go. So reflect over each. So we need to reflect over this one, and then we got to do this one. So it's 2 steps. So y equals 3 would be right about here. So I need to reflect over that. So this doesn't have any points. We don't need to worry about doing like primes or anything like that. But I know that there are some basic points. Oh, sorry. There are some points that here, and here. So this one right here is 2 away. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, flip it over. Same thing with this one. Then this one right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then I'm just gonna go to my reflection and go 7 up. 1, 2. So that's my spot right there. And then if I really wanted to, all I needed to do was mark the distance between those two, and I know that it's on this line right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would just go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then that's my spot right there. I got all my markings in place. So y equals is flipped over. So then from there, if I need to flip it then over x over equals -1, I know x equals -1 is right there. So now here's the thing. I'm not worried about the y anymore. Okay. I'm only worried about the x right there. So I am going to use these coordinates then and flip it over. So by doing that, I know this first bottom left point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots over. So we go over 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one right here is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, or just 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. And then, let's see here. We might be a little bit off of the graph, but that's okay. This spot right here is 1, 2, 3. So we just do 1, 2, 3. And then we know that the distance right here is 7, so I just go over 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then be 1 more over. And there you go. That would be your final answer right here. All right, so reflect each figure across the given line of reflection. So over the x-axis. So our x-axis is not right there. That's the y-axis. Our x-axis is this guy right here. So again, all I got to do is, how many points up is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So W would be 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. M is 5. And then D is 1, 2, 3, 4, also 5. And then A is 1, 2, 3. And this becomes A prime, D prime, W prime, and M prime. And then I just draw my lines in there. That's it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Should be pretty good though. All right, 8. Reflect over x equals -3. So the -3 of x is going to be right here. Oh, sorry, that's -2. So I just go to 0, 0, and I go 1, 2, 3 over. That's going to be right here. So I need to reflect this. So the tricky part here is I just need to reflect the points from where they are. So if W is 1 to the right, I need to take it 1 to the left. So this now becomes W prime. If S is 1 to the right, I just make it 1 to the left, and that becomes S prime. I think that's an I or a J. I don't know. I'm going to go with I. That's 2 to the left of this line, so I'm going to go 2 to the right of this line. And that becomes I prime. And then P is 1 to the left, so I'm going to go 1 to the right. And that becomes P prime. So then I just draw my lines here, and that's it. That's all you got to do. Reflect across the y-axis. So the y-axis is going to be up and down here. And I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last two. L looks like it stays the same because it's on the axis, so I'm just going to call it L prime. And then H is 2 to the left, so I'm going to go 2 to the right. H prime. Q is 2 over as well, so I'm going to go Q is 2 over for Q prime. And then P is 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to go 3 over. And it's going to be P prime. So then from here, I just draw, connect the dots here. And I have the perfect form, the perfect shape ever. Reflection across the x-axis. So x is going to be across here. You got to plot your points, so it's going to be -4, 0. Oops. -5, 1, 2, 3. Then we have -3, 5. And then 0, 2. That's F. That's H, W, Y. So the figure is going to look something like that. And I just need to flip it, not this way. I don't need to flip it this way. I need to flip it over the x-axis. So y prime is going to stay the same because it's on the y-axis. W is probably, I mean, you can literally just mirror it. As long, I mean, it's on the axis, so you can just mirror it. Going 2 over, it's H prime, W prime, and then F prime. And then so now you have all your points, so we can just connect them. It's not perfect, but it's the right answer. Reflect over across x equals 3. So another difficult one, meaning, let's go to x3, and that's right here. Actually, not a difficult one at all, because all you need to do is f prime, it's going to stay the same. Then you go over, if it's 2 to the left, you go 2 to the right. And then if u is 2 to the left, you go 2 to the right. And that's it right there. Just make sure that you have your prime spots and you are good to go. All right, determine the coordinates of the image with the given vertices and line of reflection without graphing. So the reason why we say without graphing is because we have this in our notes right here. This gives you the reflections without having to graph. So I need to find out what my line of reflection is. It's going to be y equals x. So y equals x right here means it's just going to be y x. So they're just going to flip. So what that means is if it's parentheses x, y, right? All we're going to do is flip them, so that would be y, x. So therefore, d prime would be equal to, we're just flipping them around, 0, 3. And then e prime would then be equal to 6, 5, because we're just flipping them. And f prime is going to be equal to 4, negative 5. And that's it. All you got to do is find your rule here, and you are good to go. So if you need anything, email me, let me know. I'll bring my iPad home. Otherwise, stop in tomorrow or shoot me an email. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.